Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit more Firestone Walker up in this piece in the form of their Sunglider. Yeah, this is their Sunglider Golden Ale. Coming at 5% alcohol by volume. Locally grown, locally brewed, sustainably made. Firestone Walker Brewing Company. What else? Helles Golden Lager. Helles Golden Lager. Okay. Yeah, they get a little story time in the back. You can read that if you want to. It's about how they produce all the beers and stuff like that. So you're talking about a golden lager, Helles Golden Lager. That makes a difference. You know, I see golden lager, I see an American brewery. Kind of think they're making an American golden lager, which can be quite nondescript, to be perfectly honest with you. Golden lager, golden ales, Americanized stuff can be a little bit less, but you're talking about Helles inspired. Okay, we're here for it. Let's give it a couple of taps because it's humid in here, therefore I get Dirty Glass Mafia. It's actually like, I got the AC going, I got my fans going. Hopefully this doesn't sound that bad because it is toasty in here. It is 84 degrees in here. I forgot to turn the air conditioning on. But label-wise, it's Firestone Walker. It's what you expect from Firestone Walker through and through. So that is definitely on brand. Now, as far as the beer itself goes, I mean, it looks like 14 different kinds of beers. Could look like Helles, could look like Pilsner, could look like a non-hazy pale ale, could look like Saison to a certain extent. I mean, it just has this bright American adjunct lager we'd even go with without clear, give that a rub and get that kind of chill haze off there. Yeah, it's got this nice, clean cleanliness to it, soft carbonation, white as white can be head. I would say traditionally Helles probably be a little bit darker than this, but we're in the realm. They know what they're doing. So anyway, let's get those. Malty, Pilsner crackery malty. Maybe a touch of fruitiness. Maybe I'm getting a soft little melon kind of component out of it, and that's pretty much it. It really does come off a little bit more kind of Americanized golden lager as opposed to just more traditional kind of Helles. Yeah, and very much malt driven here. There might be a little bit of fruity hops there, little tropical, little melon specific, golden, honeydewish kind of melaniness to it. But outside of that, really is just this crackery, slightly elevated above Pilsner maltiness. A little bit of kind of perception of a kind of residual sweetness kind of floating around, a touch of it, and that's pretty much it. You know, really not crazy. I mean, you're talking about 5% golden lager. You're not expecting a ton. Is it Helles vibes on the nose? I don't know. Let's find out in a taste. Cheers, y'all. Okay. For me, it's weird because it tastes on the malt side of things like a base, kind of Americanized, kind of slightly beefier, just American pale lager. But there is a pop of hops here. Not overtly bittering. It definitely gives you this nice little shot of hops on side of it, a nice little slightly under attenuated kind of sweetness on there. So it's a little bit sweeter for its ABV level. It's not criminally sweet or anything like that, but you can tell there's a little bit of leftover sugars here. You get that little pop of bitterness. It definitely helps. Again, I think I might be pulling a little bit too hard if I'm talking about melon vibes off of these hops. But it's brewed really, really well. Without that bittering, I think it'd be way too sweet of a lager. But since you get that little pop of bittering, it's weird because, the golden lager thing, if I never read a side of this can, I said a golden lager, okay, they're going for like an American golden lager kind of twist on things. Once I read that Helles, it kind of puts these thoughts into my brain that this beer doesn't like really kind of fit into. It almost tastes like an American Kolsch with a little bit of extra hops. That's the vibes I'm getting from it. It stops short of being lager vibes, more like kind of cold fermented ale yeast kind of vibes. Still well-made beer, there's no off flavor or anything like that, but it's like almost like, this is a bad way to put it, but I'm going to put it this way. It's almost like somebody like who drank American adjunct lager, macro lager, got in homebrewing and wanted to make their own. They're not going to make a beer this well. That's why I'm saying I don't want to phrase it that way, because Firestone Walker and their brewing practice is some of the best in the world. They know how to make beer. I'm not calling them homebrew level, but it has that flavor profile of something a bit elevated beyond a macro lager, with a little bit of crafty twist on it. Again, really well made. It just that Helles thing kind of threw me off. And now that I think about it even more, this just kind of separated from that quite decently. Not a bad beer by any stretch of imagination. Firestone Walker actually sent this off. I have 4 of these. Well, 3.5 now, technically. They will be drank. They will be enjoyed. Relatively lowish ABV, kind of chugger beers. That's where this one kind of falls for me. Now let's cut to the chase. Because I don't think there's anything else. That little bit of hop, pop, cracky elevated above, Pilsner maltiness. Mouthfeel, it's akin more to a Kolsch than a lager. This is one of the better Helles lagers I've had as of late. It's not the worst one, but it's not Mount Rushmore status or close to the top. It's a fine beer, a tasty beer. I pick up a 4-pack for this for $10-11. I'm not angry at it. You know, a lot of crafty lager can push into the $15 range. Like $15 range, I get a little bit irritated at it. But fine beer nonetheless. Value and availability, that I don't know. So take that for what it's worth. Let me know if you've purchased it and what you paid, and leave you with if you like what. Actually, can I look it up right now? Maybe. I don't even know if it's out yet. Firestone Walker is pretty quick with their shipping. Firestone Walker. It's got to be out. There's no way they sent this without being out. How much? Come on. Can you buy it from the brewery? I know this is scintillating stuff when I jump onto the internet and I'm doing all this stuff. Sunglider, locally brewed, sourced, blah, 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 blah. Oh, my internet's probably screwed up right now. Everything's creeping to a halt. Do they have a store? Do they not have a store? Distribution, probably. Okay. Sunglider cans from Toast. Which is probably going to be marked up a bit. ID required. I'm done. That's it. No more. I'm not searching for any more. We want my ID just to see a price on a thing. Not going to do it. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like American macro lager, you like craft lager, and you want something that falls in between, there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully enjoyed. Let's see. Massive Beers if you want to check me out in the social media stuff. Beer Massif, podcasting stuff. Firestone Walker, have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? Curious about what your thoughts are and what you paid for it. All that fun stuff down there. Hopefully enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoyed a little bit of a Firestone Walker goodness right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.